Travel and tourism is a way of generating economic growth. It provides employment, it provides stability, and therefore they should be embracing it rather than looking at, as some destinations do, including the UK, severe taxation.
Now, of course, you've got a strong partnership with the UN World Travel Organisation. How important is that relationship globally within the tourism industry?
Extremely important. I mean, the United Nations World Tourism Organization really is the only body that pulls together governments from all across the world, seeking cooperation, looking at addressing the key issues that face both the industry but also the planet, and so that the development and growth of travel and tourism is done in a sustainable and a responsible way.
And recently today there was the Ministers' Summit. That's in partnership with UN. With respect to the importance of that relating to global tourism overall, how important is it to get ministers together in an event like this?
Well, it's very important to get ministers together, but it's just as important to get ministers in the private sector together, and that's where I believe there's not enough of that opportunity created. You know, we had Peter Long, Chief Executive of TUI Travel today, sitting there, the head of Cox and Kings, the head of Etihad, and what we were trying to encourage is better dialogue and discussion between the private sector and also the ministers of tourism and governments. What's equally important, and is one of the messages that's come out today, is actually we also need to get heads of state and finance ministers more engaged and understanding the issues surrounding travel and tourism so that they see it as a genuine economic driver.
Earlier on I spoke to a representative of UK Inbound and I asked her the problems that we've had in the UK with respect to funding for tourism and for business tourism as well. She's actually said that the world travel market was quite important in these particular times when in a lot of cases money is being diverted out of tourism. Would you agree?
Well, I think what an event like World Travel Market does is it brings the travel and tourism industry together under one roof. People see its scale and dimension and therefore they get a sense of the opportunity. And it also brings parties together face to face so that they have really an opportunity to understand what exists out there, their perspectives widen. And so yes, for stimulating, as an opportunity to stimulate new opportunities, new growth measures, then absolutely an event like World Travel Market does that.
And finally, we're in day 2. What are your hopes for the next couple of days, and how do you think it's comparing this year to maybe last year when we're still in troubled economic times? Can you spot any optimism in the air?
Well, I think the really nice thing about World Travel Market is that it does generate that optimism just by bringing everybody together. I mean, we've run World Travel Market through the years in some very troubling times, including straight after 9/11. And you know, this year the economic climate is actually much more uncertain than it was last year. But I think you can get a sense from the live breathing from the halls just actually how positive the industry feels and how there's a determination to actually move forward and look to the future. And I think that's what events again like World Travel Market bring to the industry. People start to look to the future, they deal with their issues, they deal with the problems, but they have to look beyond.
And on a personal note, what are you most looking forward to over the next few days?
Well, I just love the event overall, the opportunity that brings friends together, cultures from all over the world. It does foster trust and understanding, and I think that's extremely important in business. And being able to see people on a regular basis, even if it is just once or twice a year, that fosters and helps develop better relations, which is good for business and it's good for the industry.
Fiona Jeffery, Chairman of the World Travel Market, thanks so much for talking to us.
My pleasure.